Hello everybody, how are you doing? Let's check that everyone can see us and hear us. How is everyone on this rather mild Friday night, isn't it?
It is rather mild, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot warmer than it has been the
Rather
last few
warm
weeks.
for this time of year.
Also, we're nice and toasty. I don't know whether Mel needs his hat on anymore.
No, I don't. I just walked up the bloody Great Hill. Feel like a mountain goat.
Yeah, we've just had the heating on in the van and
You had
it's
the heating
nice
on, I wasn't here.
toasty. Yeah.
I just walked up
A big hill.
a 1:30 incline.
And he's rather toasty now. He's literally stripped off his boots just in front of us.
I love Stroud, but it helps if you're a bit of a mountain goat.
Yeah, there's no straight roads or anywhere straight.
You're either going down or up. There's no level.
Yeah. So if you know Stroud or you...
Out of breath. You talk, I'll shut up.
Yeah, all right. You can shut up, that's fine.
Because I'm out of breath.
So who's in the group tonight? Let's say hello to everybody. Got front row seat? Yep, you have. Hi, Grandma Wanders Off. Hi, Amedia hosting. Oh, yeah, you were here last time. Welcome. Steve's Adventures. Hi, you're in the house. Patiently waiting. That's good. Hello, everyone. Cheeky Chops. It's really nice that you've come to join us tonight. So we've got 14 people in the house. Let's see if we can. What did we have? Did we have 70 likes last week?
I think so.
Yeah, we want to try and see if we can get more than 70 likes tonight. So keep putting the thumbs up and share the video so that we can get more people onto this live chat, because it really does help the channel. So don't forget to thumbs up and help boost Mel, because he's feeling like he's a bit of a...
I've had a busy day.
A busy day. And he's had a lovely evening out as well, so he might fall asleep halfway through. But we're going to try and keep it for an hour and not overgo with the timings.
Okay, I won't fall asleep.
As he falls asleep, literally.
Move that light down there because it's making me look like Hilda Ogden.
Hilda Ogden? Who's that?
40-odd time.
Oh, is it like giving you eyebrows again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did everyone get up to since last week? Did you enjoy the chat that we did? Any further discussion on what we talked about? I mean, tonight's topic is how we save money in the van. So we're going to talk about that if we manage to stay on topic tonight, because I know last week's topic didn't even get covered, even though I'm trying to have like a theme running through every week. But we just got talking about other things. So yeah, tonight it's all about how we save money, and wanted your opinion on ways in which you've saved money living in a van or going away in a van on the weekends or just for holidays. What are your tips? Because we noticed that when we go away, it's so much cheaper. I mean, you constantly live in a van anyway. Yeah, I'm kind of in between. But you do save so much money on just the everyday things, don't you? Because you're just not heating a big space for starters. I mean, Mel, you're toasty and warm at the moment.
Yeah, I just had to turn the heater off. I just come back from my meeting, and Becca's got the heating on in the van. I'm like, way too hot in there. It's like a sauna. Whereas
I'm up in the house at the moment, still sorting out my stuff before the van's done, and we haven't got, well, the bit that I'm in hasn't got any heating, so I'm up there freezing. Got so many layers on at night, and hot water bottle and hoodie, hat, scarf, 2 pairs of socks, hot water bottle, 2 blankets.
Well, you took your socks off the other night, wasn't it? And I was like, you've got 2 pairs of socks on.
And I can just about manage to get through the night, and we aren't even in winter yet. So
Becky's living in a house that's got no heating. So.
Yeah, it's long story.
It's like a squat.
So yeah, Mel is actually much more comfortable in his van, heating the van cheaply, and I'm in a house with no furniture, no heating, and I'm not enjoying that part. But I do have the shower, so
you've got a log burner.
I've got a log burner, but it's in the other room, so we kind of open the doors and try and heat it somewhat. Long story longer.
You've got a roof over your head.
We've got a roof.
Rambling. Yeah.
No, but it's just a way to show the comparison. You know, I don't know how you guys are all suffering with the heat.
About it. What? You should do a video about, like, be completely open and honest and show
how I'm living,
how you live.
Would you guys be interested to see the state of the property? Well, not the state,
not the state of it,
but the way I'm living in the house right now.
I think you should. You should do like,
This is what van life looks like when you're transitioning. Okay, well, let me know.
Yeah, you should. Just
yeah. It just depends whether people would be interested, because I don't think it would be.
Because
I am embarrassed.
Becky's slightly embarrassed about the situation at the moment.
Yeah, because it's hard to explain about it, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't have to explain. Just tell it the way it is.
Just tell it the way it is. Okay. Well, there we go. If you're interested in knowing a little bit more of the backstory and see what I'm living in right now, then I can do that.
The best thing is just just tell it how it is.
And just go, well, this is the situation. This is why I want to live in a van.
That's a mistake I made. When I first started, I was embarrassed about some of the things I did, like my batteries, for instance. When I first started this van, I was using like batteries from a breaker's yard as my leisure batteries, and I didn't film it. But now I kind of
you only just changed it, haven't you?
I kind of regret not filming it, because it does. What's the word?
It shows the reality.
It shows you. Yeah, it's more real, you know.
Yeah.
But because I was embarrassed, because I had like 2 batteries, like I paid 20 quid for.
Yeah.
From a breaker's yard, and
actually
no, one of them was no good. So my friend Robert, who passed away, he gave me a leisure battery off his boat.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
I think we're just more comfortable. Well, I'm still getting there with this situation, but you do get more comfortable with sharing stuff online. Yeah.
Just keep it real.
And we want to keep it real, don't we? And not go, this is
There's
fantastic.
So much fake
out there.
Yeah. Rainbows and unicorns type channels. Just keep it real.
Keep it real.
It'll be fine.
I know how to keep it real.
People won't judge you.
I need to actually get our chat going on the phone so that I can see what you guys are reading.
Dead. I'm just going to lean across to get my charger, because it's on my bed.
You lean across.
Oh, I've got one in the cab.
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, you've got one in the cab. Yeah, because I used it yesterday. Excuse us while he goes and sorts out his phone, but
no, I haven't.
Haven't you?
No, it's up there. I've only got one, because I've lost one somewhere along the line.
Hold it while Mel goes searching for his cable. What we started doing was having like 2 USB cables in the front and 2 in the back, so that when we're in the bedroom area, we've got like permanent cables that just stay there. But sometimes, when we go up to the house and we do editing or we go out for the day, I'll put one in a bag, and then inevitably it moves.
It's because I've got one I took one out the front and put it in your house.
Yeah, and I think I've got one in the van as well now.
Over a bit.
Sorry. So let's check and see what you guys are saying in the chat. Any questions that have come up or messages that we need to reply to. So let's go to our video.
20%.
20%. It's not good.
It's about my battery level.
Yeah, we're really struggling.
20%. Well, I've been busy.
Yeah, but you have had a little bit of sun recently.
Up on the roof,
Yeah.
I've been on a roof all day.
Adventures of Lario says, know how you feel. Will Mel last? I don't know, Greg. I'm not sure. I think we should have a bet whether Mel stays awake till the end of the chat. Well, we've got 45 minutes and counting. So,
well, if you weren't in my van, I would be having a coffee right now.
What, on your own?
Yeah, I'd have a coffee, wouldn't I?
Well, we can make a coffee now.
No. Too disruptive.
Okay, well, Mel's sacrifice is going to be
not having a coffee
endured by us, and we're going to enjoy the fact that you've joined us instead of having a coffee. Excuse me 1 second, I can feel a sneeze coming on. Oh, nope, it's not. Yeah, the sun has been out today. We have had, I don't know how much torrential rain in the last 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm really sorry to everyone that keeps expecting to see these van build videos on my channel, because we just haven't had the weather. We haven't got on anywhere near where we want to be. And so the long plan of me doing and banging out all these different videos, it just hasn't happened. We literally, was it yesterday or was it the day before? We went out to do work on the van. And between weather and neighbours and people stopping by and chatting, we met 2 lovely subscribers, which was really lovely. But we installed 1 piece, I'm kidding you not, 1 piece of insulation on the ceiling before we couldn't work anymore because it got dark.
One bit,
yeah.
One bit of insulation.
And we had just lots of interruptions.
Literally all day.
Yeah. So and that wasn't even including the rain or anything. So they will be coming. It's just we need to have some dry weather where we can just crack on and do what we need to do on the van.
But all that is about to change because we're going to get a workshop. Well, access to.
We've got access to a workshop.
It's not really a workshop. It's a big, massive barn.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you might see us in a new location in videos. So we will keep you posted on that. But it's just in the early stages, so we don't really know much yet, do we?
Yes,
it will just enable us to have a dry space to cut out the window and the skylight and do some bits on the van without having to be, you know, waiting for the weather to dry up and getting interrupted as well. So we go back to the chat. Steve's Adventures Before Kidney Failure asks, out of the both of us two, who spends the most? Is that on the van or just living in general, Steve? In general, I would probably say, I don't know, who spends the most? We're pretty equal, I would say, aren't we? I probably spend a little bit more just because I tend to go through phases of buying lots of books and stuff like that, don't I? You're quite minimal in what you spend.
I spend nothing on myself.
No, you don't really.
I think the most I spent on myself this month is a new hoodie.
Yeah, you got a new hoodie.
30 quid.
I'll buy Mel some nice
40?
things.
No, 40 quid.
But we generally buy food, don't we? And we take it in turns every other shop.
Yeah, probably
don't we?
Most expensive thing I buy is diesel.
Yeah, food. I would say. So you buy diesel. Obviously Mel had all the mechanics.
But yeah, recently. Last month was an expensive month because I spent 600 quid.
But that wasn't generally planned, is it? At the moment, because I'm in the van and we're not doing so much like traveling in that one, I'm not buying that much fuel, but you are.
Yeah.
On a typical
80 quid. I put 80 quid in my van yesterday.
Yeah.
And my van was on quarter of a tank. I put 80 quid in and the needle didn't even reach full. Cut it.
Well, I don't think it's going to head back down.
Tank, 80 quid.
It's a lot of money, but it's only going to continue to be like that.
And the needle didn't even hit the full mark.
No.
It was about that far
What
down.
do you think it would be to fill it for full then? 120?
I'll find out. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Next time it gets down, because I'll never let my van run below a quarter of a tank.
He gets really antsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Quarter of a tank, I'm looking for petrol stations.
Yeah, whereas me, I haven't tried it in the new Ford, but in my car.
Wait till the light comes on.
I wait for the lights to come on, and then when the bar tells me I've got 10 miles left, then I go and get fuel. So I just literally make it to the station before I fill up again. I want to eke everything out, but I know it does make it a little bit more sluggish, and you don't want to get up all of that silt at the bottom. So yeah, it's not great, but hey, when you're running on nothing and you've got to try and make ends meet, that's what I did all the way through lockdown. I literally eked it out as much as possible. So I would say I spend the most per month on stuff, but it's not necessarily just van stuff.
Yeah.
I do have an addiction to buying books. So I would say what I spend my other money on is books and stuff from Monte, but generally it's books.
I spend all my money on you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm a tight ass, really.
I think we're both quite careful with what we spend. Like, we don't have to pay rent. We don't have to pay taxes or, you know, heating a large space. It's pretty good, really. And I would say because you haven't got that much space, like Mel's really, really good in what he looks after in the van. So he constantly, he's got more clothes than me, definitely.
It's true.
He's got so many more clothes. So he doesn't actually have that much space to buy anything as well. Like when we see things out, don't we? We're like, oh, that would be nice. And he's like, where am I going to put it? You know. But yeah, Mel is slowly getting out of all of his clothing that he's had over the years and slowly wearing them and then finding out what fits and what doesn't and then, you know, recycling them. But yeah, he seriously has loads more clothes than me. Like literally, I'm sat next to a box right now full of his clothes and it doesn't fit under the bench because the power pack is there.
Yeah.
So the power pack has got priority over his clothes.
Well, no, I'm going to change that soon.
Are you?
Yeah, as soon as it's proved itself.
Oh, right, okay,
It's got
so that might be coming soon. Yeah. So let's go back to the chat.
Yeah, video coming soon about that Bluetti update.
Pardon?
The power pack, Bluetti.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Is it a Bluetti? Yeah, it's Bluetti.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. That'll be on my channel. There's an update coming.
So Amedia Hosting asks, are there any online community style websites for van lifers? I'm guessing there are some Facebook groups. I'm considering setting something up, but don't want to reinvent the wheel. Do you want to answer that question?
Sorry, I was just emailing my friend. He's in hospital.
Oh.
Yeah, you know him.
I'm
not going to mention names.
Yeah. That's not good. Oh, would you send him my best wishes as well? Oh. So
sorry.
I'll answer this one then because Mel's just busy messaging someone. There are quite a few different community van life websites. I know there's always things coming up and they're getting new all the time. I know there's Facebook groups, but I don't know them because I'm not on Facebook. But I know Mel is on quite a lot of van life community groups on Facebook. I would say if you're going to set something up for a van life community, there'll need to be something that makes it stand out from the crowd. I mean, our friends Julian and Heidi, as we've mentioned before, they're going to be doing this Nomaki app, which is going to be launching soon. But I know we haven't really talked about it again recently because we don't know the launch dates and everything because it's all been redone. I think recently Julian was saying they've tweaked it even more.
No, I've not heard from him for ages.
No.
But what was the question? Sorry, back in the room.
That's all right. Are there any online community style websites for van lifers? I'm thinking of setting something up, but don't want to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, there's loads on Facebook. Tons.
Do you have any names of things? I mean, have you researched what is it that you want to bring to people that isn't out there?
Hang on, let me have a look.
Because that's what you need to.
I belong to so many on Facebook.
Yeah.
Van Life UK. There you go.
Van Life UK. Okay.
But I will say the one thing about Facebook is if you put a genuine question on Facebook and you forget to put a dot or a comma or an apostrophe in the wrong place, people really do like get anal about your spelling and your grammar for some reason.
Oh really?
Yeah, you could ask the most genuine question.
And that's what they'll pick up on.
And that's what they pick up on. And that's really pisses me off. That's why I don't comment on Facebook because
your grammar isn't as good.
My grammar is like I'm a Cockney Herbert and I'm not the most educated bloke in the world. And it just really pisses me off. People and
it isolates you. You're trying to build connections and all you feel is ostracized because of your spelling. And there'll be many other people out there that don't.
But if I see someone leave a question on these Facebook groups, and they're not getting a sensible answer, then I will add an answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, Facebook.
So yeah, if you wanted to create a van life website where people went specifically to your site to get, I don't know, information on how to build, connect with others, that kind of thing, I would say try and find a niche or a unique selling point of why your website stands out from the others, because there are so many out there. So yeah, good question. And yeah, just get some feedback from people.
There's loads of groups on Facebook.
Yeah, but this person's wanting to set something else up as a website.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Rather than on Facebook.
Yeah, people do like to leave some strange comments.
Yeah.
Like, even if someone's got a genuine problem,
it's a bit of a free-for-all for everyone to do silly comments as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
There's one Facebook group I belong to, and I can't remember what it is, but people post pictures of their dogs all the time. Like, with their tongues hanging out, and it's gross.
Well, I've got one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's supposed to be about van life, and it's just pictures of dogs with their tongues hanging out. I don't get it.
Okay. Joe Line says, I just do weekends, so I always take as much food as I can and plenty of drinks, so I don't have to buy much. Yeah, eating out is costly if you live in a van or if you're out in a van. I mean, sometimes that's the fun of it. I definitely like to spend money on food when we're out traveling in the van, because it's a little luxury, because you're saving so much money on other things.
And there's only so much you can cook on a single ring gas burner.
Yeah, but I try and do like nice big meals that combine together, don't I? But
me, I'm just like stir fry.
Yeah, but I do lots of different things. I like to buy good quality food and fresh. But sometimes
my favourite. Sorry, sometimes. Carry on.
No, but I was just going to say, sometimes we do just go out for meals when we're in the van because I enjoy it.
Yeah. Of course, it saves you cooking, because I'm crap at cooking.
Yeah, so I always feel like I'd like to have some time off, so when I don't have to cook. But yeah, you say
my favourite dish in like one pan dish is stir fry. Like stir fry, a few prawns, chuck in some sweet and sour sauce.
I thought it was Thai green curry.
Yeah, that sort of stuff in a wok. Yeah.
In a wok, like all in one.
All in one. Cooking in a wok in a van, yeah.
And I try and do a lot of that as well, just because.
Do that. Well, people have already done it. No one's interested in what I cook, are they, really?
Lots of people have asked for cooking.
Yeah, I just use a frying pan.
A lot of the meals that we do together are just one pan or one saucepan thing meals.
There's only a certain amount of things you can do in one pan.
And space as well.
So it's always nice,
like
to go out for a meal, and you're supporting the local business as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
Rather than go to Tesco's and buy stuff that's all pre-packed and ready to cook, and all you're doing is supporting Tesco's, then go to a local takeaway or a local delicatessen or whatever.
Yeah.
Or a local restaurant, a local pub, and have a meal there.
Well, you get all the gossip from the place. You get to meet the locals, and you get to try something that you wouldn't get at a supermarket. So we actually like that. So that's somewhere where we do actually spend money. Not loads, we don't go to the finest restaurants or anything like that, but we do like to kind of mix and match. So some times we'll cook in the van, or I'll cook in the van.
The last meal we had out, I think, cost me 28 quid, £28, I think it was.
Yeah. And when we were in Cornwall, in Charleston, we went to that Tall Ships Creamery, didn't we? Oh my God, the scones, the cakes, the ice cream, just gorgeous. So yeah, we'll spend and have like. Yeah. I don't think we left there. We were there all morning, weren't we? Just eating. Nice. I've still got to do that video, so you'll see tapas, about that.
Like tapas, but sweets.
It was tapas, but with like
ice cream
scones.
Ice cream tapas.
Yeah,
I was in heaven.
Yeah. What's your general outgoings each month? So I'm going to answer, and then Mel will answer. So my general outgoings are fuel, phone, food, insurance for the vehicle, tax, obviously, payment on the van, which is new. And then I just have to pay for my business outgoings. So that's slightly different. So yeah, 6 things, which is pretty good going, really. I've got really low outgoings. And I want it to stay like that.
5th of November was the last time we went out for a meal, and it cost £28.30.
There we go. Yeah. And that was a local cafe, wasn't it?
That was the Corner House.
The Corner House, yeah. We had what did I have? I had salmon, avocado, and egg, kind of on sourdough, which was absolutely incredible. And you had, what did you have?
I don't know.
Oh, you had.
It was like 5 days ago. I can't remember what I did this morning.
You had shredded beef.
Shredded beef. That's
in a sourdough toasty with fries. Oh, it was just really nice.
Let me look at my statement. I'll tell you how much money. If you want to know what my outgoings are.
Yeah.
My outgoings for November.
I was going to say, if you want like an actual itemized breakdown of what it actually costs and what we spend, we could do a video.
So my bank statements go from mid-month to mid-month, and it just so happens they end on the 11th of the month, and it is the 11th of November today. Mm-hmm. So my last, this may surprise you, right? I should do a video about this, right?
Yeah.
So I spent a grand total on myself, right? This doesn't include fuel for the van, right? Or no van expenses. This is just my personal expenses, right? £385.
There you go. Yeah.
That's food, that's everything.
That so
yeah, £385, 49p.
Yeah, for the month.
Yeah, the whole month.
Yeah.
That's it.
But then, like fuel, for instance, everyone has to pay that if you've got a car. Yeah. Insurance, everyone has to pay that. Tax, everyone has to pay. So it's what are the extra things, really? And it's hard when you talk about this as a subject, because some people want to know the absolute everything that you spend.
I could do that. I could do a video about that, because I keep a tight record on everything.
Yeah, but I think it needs to be itemized. So it's like, what do we spend, or what do you spend on the actual van? Okay. What do you spend on yourself per month?
Sorry, about my back.
I know, he's just so rude, isn't he? And what actually it takes and costs to live and be in a van.
Little green book.
Big van, small world, yeah. And this is Mel's little tally that he uses for his outgoings. So yeah, hopefully that starts to get the ball rolling and give you an idea. I mean, lots of you already know that it's a lot cheaper than being in a house, but some of you don't, because you're obviously still looking into this world. You like to talk over me, don't you?
Sorry.
Everyone, give Mel a slap, will you? It's fine. Okay. I first started watching Mel when he won the grey Sprinter on Copart. Last week, I bought a long wheelbase Sprinter. Hey, well done, Arnold. Brilliant. Hopefully, you're going to be starting on that soon. Refresh the Mesh. Love the name. I'm pleased you're doing a Ford Transit custom. I'm planning on doing one soon. Yeah, they are brilliant vans. And I'm super, super excited that I went for that. It's gonna really be the dream van that I wanted. I mean, we're not going to be living in it full time together, but it's definitely the way to go if you want a small van, and it just drives so beautifully. So I'm really loving it so far.
Oh, so it is a good month. This is a typical month, July to August. Let me look. So that's what I spent on my van. I'm going to tell you what I earned for the month of August. What I earned, what I spent.
What you spent.
My expenses for August, because that August looks. Because September I spent a lot of money on a van, and I did in October as well.
Yeah, but that's not average.
That was an abnormality.
Yeah,
right? They were abnormal, but yeah,
because you're always going to have expenses.
July to August was a pretty typical month.
Yeah.
So just let me check my credit card. and add up what I spent. Hang on, let's find the right month. Carry on talking.
Okay. Stand Up and Be Campered says, if you're transitioning to van life, not a sex change, no, you probably got rooms full of stuff ready to go in the van. Well, I would say I've got more stuff in the empty lounge waiting to go on the van in terms of lighting, skylight, van window, what else? Electrical wiring, insulation, a sink, a fridge. I've got that stuff in one space. Again, if you want to see it, I'll give you a tour. It's not glamorous at all. And then I've just got the room that I'm sleeping in, and I've just got some books and my bed, which I need to collapse down and get rid of when the time comes. And then I've just got another corner where I have my clothes. That's it. I live really minimal. And when I did my last van and I moved into it, I think I filled half of the cupboards with everything that I owned. So I'm going to have loads of room even in this Ford Transit, which is great because it means that Mel, when he comes and stays and we go together in the van, he's got some space for his stuff as well, which is good. I think I've been transitioning, not having a sex change, but slimming down and minimalizing my stuff for quite a few years anyway, just because I like that way of living. So yeah, it's not going to be a problem to move all my stuff into the van. And I hope I still have some space left because it's nice to not be too jam-packed in such a small space.
Right, so
have you done yours?
July to August, right now, this was a busy month. And to give you an idea, on my credit card, so I use my credit card for my personal expenses. Any money I spend on myself, I use my credit card. Then at the end of the month, I pay it off. This increases my credit rating by doing this. That's why I use my credit card. Never use a debit card. Right. Anyway, that's
we covered that last time.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Worst thing ever is don't use a debit card. Always use a credit card because it stacks up your credit rating. Anyway, so Northampton, right? Stratford, Newquay, Mepham in Gravesend.
Yeah.
So I've gone from one end of the country down to the other and across to the other end of the country. So this is kind of an extreme month because it was a busy month.
We did travel
July to August, but it's like the heart of summer, right?
Yeah.
So this is peak. Okay. Let me just give you how much I spend. So on my credit card, I spent £590. Let's call it 6, 7, 80. So I spent £780 for the entire month.
That's mental. And we had
that includes running a van as well.
Yeah.
So 780 quid. And that's going from Northampton down to Newquay and then to Kent and then back to Stroud again.
Yeah. And that was while we were staying in places as well.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. And a couple of times I went to Costa Coffee.
So that was a whole month, whereas you'd spend that on less than a week staying somewhere.
Services, yeah. For divers, divers as well in Shrewsbury. Yes, I did a bit of diving. So yeah, that was a really busy month.
Yeah.
And 700 quid. So that's not really a good example, is it?
Maybe we could do this as a proper video if Mel kind of goes away and tallies up his months, and then we can give you a better insight into actually like the exact figures through the seasons, because that might be a really interesting video, because a lot of people generalize when they talk about how to save money.
Here we go. March to April, that's a typical month.
Yeah.
This is more representing a typical boring month, right? This is a quiet
boring month.
This is a quiet month, so that's still 600 quid. So that's 600 quid I think I spent that month. That's everything. That's my van, travelling expensive, food, everything.
Yeah.
600 quid. So you could say on average I spend about 650 quid a month.
Yeah, but what we'll do, if you are interested, leave us some pound signs or dollar signs.
So that is it. That is like everything.
And we'll do a proper video.
You know, no, That is it. 650
Yeah,
quid a month.
you only put everything on that.
I was paying that in just rent before.
Yeah.
Like just rent. That's before I even think about putting fuel in my car or food in my belly.
And then you've got council tax and heating
all
and
that
everything,
shit,
all that on top. So yeah, it really is amazing how much you can save. And mine is again, it's about the same as yours, but I can go back and
we
check.
went to Kent that month as well. In March.
Oh yeah, because we went over to Botany Bay and then we went to Canterbury for the day.
Yeah, look, got Canterbury there, Cirencester there. So that's like 2 different ends of the country.
Yeah.
In 1 month. You know, I guess there's no such thing as an average month.
Yeah.
I'll have to find a month where I did nothing and just sat still. Let's have a look at June and February.
Home is where we park it. Jay and Angelica. Hello, guys.
Hey!
He says, big tip to save money. Decat the exhaust.
Really?
I've done mine on my Sprinter and get way more MPG.
Yeah, probably will. Because you're not choking the engine with your cat. Not good for the environment though, Jay.
No.
Shame on you.
Got to look after the environment. Okay, good evening. I was wondering, what is the difference between wild camping and living in a van? Robert Campbell.
I think wild camping is a term they use for like camping off grid. So sleeping in a lay-by, you could call that wild camping. It's basically what the Americans refer to as boondocking.
Yeah. Or I just thought wild camping was you literally go off and camp in the
country where the snakes in the grass,
and you're not relying on anybody, and you're generally more isolated.
You want to make it. Yeah, I'm camping wild on Margaret's driveway.
No, you're not, because you're not in the wild.
It's still off grid.
Yeah, but off grid.
Even though I'm on a driveway.
Off grid and wild camping, I would say, are 2 different things. Wild camping and living in a van. Living in a van is literally what it is, living in a van. Wild camping, I think, is a little bit more adventurous, I would say. My definition would be, you know, you're off in the middle of Scotland, you're off in, you know, the national parks of Wales, and you're self-sustaining. You don't really have any reliance on anyone or anything. And you're living completely self-sufficiently in your van. Yeah. But I don't really think you can do that in the UK. I don't think you can wild camp in the UK personally.
Yeah, you can.
See, there we go. We're 2 different things.
It's in the state of mind, doesn't it?
So maybe that's a loaded question that we're not going to go into too much today. Hi, Explore Santa Summit. You made it. Woo! Right, let's get through some of these questions. Yes, Arnold, I remember the Copart days. He is a totally different man from those days since he met Becky. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Why do you think he's different? I'd love to know.
I don't know.
Let's see. What does everyone think? How is Mel different now that we're together? I would love to know your answers, because yeah, I want to know your inside views of Mel, because obviously you've been following Mel a lot longer than we've been following each other and been together. So I want to know your perception since I stalked you. So yeah, great. I want to know.
Lured me.
I lured you, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Michael. He says, don't be embarrassed. How are things at home? How things are at home, sorry. I hope it's not as bad as mine. And if it is, I'm truly sorry. Sending hugs. I think that's the thing, is that because we do share a lot online, I want to be careful that I don't share everything, because obviously some things are private. But if it helps other people with their struggles, then of course I'm welcome to share stuff. Yeah. But I don't want to put everything online, because, you know, I don't want to.
It is embarrassing.
I want to keep them. I want to keep their lives private. You know?
There's certain aspects you don't want to share with the world.
Yeah, but I'm happy to. Would you like a tour of the part that I'm living in? I won't be able to go into the other half.
Surprised.
Really?
Yeah, I think people will be like surprised there you live.
You'll probably be horrified. I'm like, yeah, living like this. But it's only temporary till I get the van.
We're all temporary.
Yeah, that's true. But I think it might be good actually, because again, you know, it's not all glamorous. You know, you say that you see all these van life channels and everything's wonderful and everything's like put together, but it's not. You know, there are times when you're like, what the hell am I doing? Am I making the right decisions? You know, I say that quite often to you, don't I? Like, I'm super glad that we're together. You're the best thing that's happened to me, apart from Monte, obviously.
I can understand that.
He's not modest at all, is he? But no, he did fart. He did fart.
Who spotted that? Who spotted that?
Stand up from your camp and said, "Is Mel farting or is the van creaking?" There you go. Well done. You spotted it.
I would have got away with it for a few meddling kids.
Grandma Wanders Off says, Mel, I'm thinking of buying the new EcoFlow you reviewed the other day. Would you recommend it?
Depends what your needs are.
Yeah, just a little one. If you just want it as a backup little power for charging your mobile phone, your laptop and stuff, I'd say any little power pack.
It is a really nice little bit of kit, but you won't run a diesel heater off it.
No, because you tried, didn't you?
Yeah. The 12-volt outlet isn't... Let me get this right. What's the word?
Strong enough?
No, there's a word for it.
Powerful?
No, the voltage drops to allow more watts.
Oh.
EcoFlow kind of do this thing. They say that they it's a 300 watt inverter, peaks at 600 watts. But what happens is when you try and draw more power from it, it drops the voltage to allow more wattage.
Oh, okay.
Right. So yeah, certain things. So like if you plugged in a 1,000 watt hairdryer, the hairdryer will still run, but because the voltage is dropped, it's not actually. It allows the EcoFlow to give it its 1,000 watts. So, but because it's a lower wattage, the ampage is different. So it doesn't blow hot air. No, it doesn't blow as hot as it should do if it was plugged into 240.
Oh, right. I thought you couldn't use a hairdryer at all.
No, I'm just using that as an example.
Oh.
It probably wouldn't, but I'm saying that
it can't work at as high a capacity as it should. I
can't think how to explain it. See,
I
understand it, but I don't know how to relay it.
Grandma Wanders Off. What do you want to use it for? And then
it depends what you want to use it for.
We'll see if we can answer that
it's a
question
bit of
better.
I need to make a video about it.
Greg,
I will make a video about that.
Yeah.
Because some of these power packs aren't all there. Well, they are good. But if a power pack is rated at 300 watts, then just bear that in mind. You can't run anything above 300 watts, even though they state
it can peak.
It can peak at 600 watts. Sure, it can, but to do that, it drops the voltage.
Yeah. No, I would just, if I bought a power pack, which I've got some, I would just keep it at that.
I'll need to demonstrate it.
Yeah. So if you want an appliance to run at 1,000 watts, you need an 1,000 watt unit or more. If you only want to plug little things in,
just so happens. Look what I found today. What we were talking about this morning.
Oh yeah.
All will become clear on my channel what I'm going to be using this for.
Hold it up a bit closer so people can see.
It's basically just a 12-volt plug with nothing on the other end, but I'm going to connect this end up to my fuse board on my camper van. So my entire camper van is going to be powered through this plug. I'm going to start plugging in power packs into this, like the 12-volt sockets on power packs, to see which power packs can actually run the van.
And which can't.
Using that 10 amp socket.
Okay, so watch this space.
Yeah, so yeah, I knew I had one of these. I said yesterday, didn't I? And I found it today. Just come across it by chance, looking for a thing for your dad.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Anyway, power packs, yeah, if they say 300 watt, then just bear that in mind. It is 300 watts.
Okay, Fugitive 6517 says, my diesel heater has power setting of 5,000 or 2,000. Does that mean I can run it at either 2 kilowatt or 5 kilowatt?
Depends on your diesel heater.
Okay, right.
I don't know. the 2 kilowatt diesel heaters are smaller than the 5 kilowatt.
But I don't know how to answer that question then.
What's it say? Let me read it. May I?
The top one.
Top one. My diesel heater has power settings 5 or 2. Does that mean I come on at either 2 kilowatt or 5 kilowatt? Yeah, I'd imagine so. That's what it means.
So it can go from 2 to 5.
Yeah.
So it's variable. Is that all diesel heaters seem to be doing that now? Because you've got that one.
Yeah,
that does that
max
as well.
speeding rods do that. They say it's a 1 to 5 kilowatt diesel heater.
But then you tried it and you didn't seem to notice.
No, I don't know. I need to experiment more.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to that question because we don't know enough
Basically,
about
don't know.
it. Yeah.
But I will be doing more experiments with them because I've got a couple of diesel heaters kicking around now, and yeah.
Mel wants to really go deeper into working them out, so we will get back and answer that question. So Fugitive 6517, keep an eye out on Mel's channel for a new video coming out over the winter.
I don't get paid for any of the reviews I do on my channel. I don't get paid for them, but the companies do send me the products so that I can make video reviews. And I won't mention any names, but a particular company wanted me to do like a scripted review.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not going to do a script unless you pay me. But even then, I don't want to be paid. I want to be able to do the review in my own words. If I think it's crap, I'll tell you it's crap. And so there will be a review coming soon on my channel. And I'm going to be brutally honest, just to prove that point.
And you're not going to be brutally honest for no reason. It is the honest opinion of Mel, and he wants to continue to do that. So there will be things coming up.
I do feel like a certain responsibility.
Well, yeah, because other people watch these videos and want to know genuinely what to invest in.
Yeah.
You know, you want to know that something works and does what you are hoping it does. Okay.
Anyway,
Greg Lewis says he spent £120 in his tank and it's still not full. Okay, so it's going to maybe be 100, more than 120. What van, what size is it that you've just filled up on? Michael panics at a quarter of a tank as well. No, I like living life on the edge. When it starts dinging at me, then I'll be like, yeah, got a couple of miles to get to the station. It'll be fine.
As soon as my needle gets to anywhere near a quarter of a tank, I'm looking for a garage. But then old Mary, she does only do about 26 to the gallon, so.
My little car used to do like 45.
Exactly.
So it was fine. It got me through a lot of dark days when I had when I used to clean, when I had no proper job, even though it was a really hard, good job. I would get paid 20 quid for cleaning someone's house for 2 hours. And then I'd literally get in the car and go down to the petrol station on with it saying no fuel and fill up that 20 quid. That's how I coped getting through those weeks sometimes. Right. Grandma Wanders Off says that she left Facebook because it got so toxic. It was destroying her mental health. Absolutely not worth it. Yeah. It is. Unfortunately, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of these social media platforms, they do have that side to them.
I did set up a Facebook group, Big Van Small World. You will find that on Facebook.
Yeah, but you don't do it.
But I don't really go into it that much.
Yeah.
I don't advertise it either. It's just there for people that.
The main reason you're on Facebook is because of your friends from Kent and Australia. So there is that reason, but yeah. Mr. Vanderson, hello. Give a shout out to Mr. Vanderson.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
It was really nice to see you the other day. We had a surprise visit from Mr. Vanderson. If you would like to check out his incredible van build, he's on Instagram and he is under Mr. Vanderson. Incredible ex-ambulance conversion, isn't it?
Massive.
Yeah, really
I never realised how big they were inside.
Yeah. So thank you so much for showing us around your van.
And thanks for the logs.
Yeah, that was awesome. So whenever you're back in the area, we will definitely do a van tour filming, and all of you guys will get to see Mr. Vanderson's incredible van build, because there are some unique features with his van build that we have never seen in anyone else's
definitely
van.
going to nick some of them ideas.
Yeah, Mel's already thinking about how he can implement them. So yeah, watch this space, because Mr. Vanderson's van tour, hopefully, if he's okay with it, it will be on the channel soon. Watch the space.
Your channel.
This channel, yeah. Yeah, I'm not the same. Steve's Adventures Before Kidney Failure says, yes, I'm the same. I'm not the best at spelling, and I don't like it when people put their comment across.
Yeah.
That's why I've learnt to work things in the way I can spell. Yeah, exactly. Spelling is something that is really pressured.
Like my generation,
because you were not able to have the opportunity.
I was bullied at school.
Yeah.
And that was the fucking teachers.
Yeah, it's not okay. And there are so many people that can't read and write very well, and it's not okay to be teased by it. It should be something that you get support in. And there are so many people, like my dad, for instance, he was bullied and teased at school, and they all thought he was stupid and thick, but turns out he had dyslexia and slight autistic tendencies, so he couldn't grasp things as fast, so he was just labeled stupid and told to get out of school. So he was kicked out of school at 12. He has no actual education. No.
Incredible. He can build a house.
He can build a house. He can do grade listed buildings. He knows how to do barn conversions. He wanted to be an architect, but because of his early years, he was nowhere near able to access that. So he joined my grandfather and learnt carpentry skills and, woodworking, conversion skills, bathroom skills, everything. Yeah. So it's not okay, and I think we really need to help support one another. If people can't spell very well or write very well, it's not a problem. You do take the piss out of me, though, but we're two extremes, aren't we?
Yeah, you are very well educated. I don't take the piss. I admire you.
You admire me. Yeah. Stand Up and Be Campered says, I love it on Facebook when people try and correct my smelling.
That's fine.
Cheese toasty in a Ridge Monkey. Yeah, that's really good. Good evening, Dimps and Mel. Hello, Mr. Dazza.
Dimps. Dimples.
I'm now being renamed Dimples or Dimps. That's funny.
What did someone call you? Was it yesterday or today? Completely random, different name.
Oh, it was Ruby. Someone was calling Rosie. Someone was calling me Rosie yesterday. I'm like, where did you get that from?
Hope you and Rosie are okay. Like, come back,
Jack and Rose.
Yeah, if you're Rose, I'm Jack.
I have lots of ideas to do things different to Facebook groups. We'd probably need some van life community ambassadors. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Well, see what happens. You never know.
I ain't getting involved.
Greg Lewis says, yes, definitely more protection with a credit card, especially online. Yeah, I would just say if you can and you have access to a credit card and it's all legal and okay and you're not spending it on someone else's account, use your credit card and you can pay it off. Don't get yourself into debt, obviously, if you can. Would be great to see your seasonal breakdown as you do keep it real. Okay, so maybe we could do that over the next season. Like, we're going into winter now, aren't we? So we could track it through the winter.
What my at guys?
Yeah. And then by next winter, we could do an actual breakdown of winter, spring, autumn, summer.
Have good months.
That would be great. Months. Yeah, and again, you've got the unavoidable things that happen. So there will be definitely a way of doing it, but I think it will have to be categorized, because you can't just blanketly say, oh, I save this much per month, because it does just go. But certainly,
it's hard to say how much you saved, because everyone earns different amounts of money.
Yeah, but you could say how much you save on certain items, like you don't have to run a dishwasher or a
No,
washing machine or something like that. So you save electric all the time, don't you?
Yeah, I don't pay for electric.
Yeah.
I'm on my own.
So we could do it against what my parents pay, for example, or something. But anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll do something so that we can do an actual comprehensive video on what we actually spend. Does that sound like a good
I think
idea?
you can tell people what you spend. You can't really say what you save because you need a comparison for that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think you save a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And you save a lot of time because you're not having to go out and work so hard to pay for your outgoings, because your outgoings are automatically less. So I think that what you save is actually not monetary. It's hard to catalogue and judge it. So maybe I made a huge flaw with the title of the thumbnail today, but
Yeah, it's rubbish.
Thanks. Oh dear.
Clickbait.
Do you think split chargers are really necessary? If you just install a switch and never forget to use it, is there really a need?
Split charge relay, definitely worth it. 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I would
or
always.
a B2B. Because if you've got a modern vehicle, you'll need a B2B.
Yeah.
Or a DC to DC charge controller.
I think it just gives you more versatility.
Smart charger, as they call them.
Yeah, but you don't have
got a smart alternator. Yeah. I can't see the point in not having one. Because if you're driving your van, you might as well charge your batteries while you're driving it.
Yeah, I think in the long run, yes, it is.
There's no way you'd survive winter without it.
Yeah, if you plan to live in your van in the winter, you have to have one. If you're just using it for a weekend and like holiday trips, then no, there's no need for it because you can make do. But winter van life, you should have a split charge relay. It's a no-brainer for me. But again, everyone's different. But that would be our opinion.
No, everyone's the same as far as their power needs are concerned.
Yeah. But some people don't have the money to make that purchase.
Split charge relay is the cheapest way to charge your batteries. It's cheaper than solar.
Yeah. So if you didn't have solar at all, oh wow, thank you. Someone's just put a little donation in. Was it Fugitive 6517?
Click on it and it might.
Can I click? Yeah. Thank you. That's really kind of you.
Thank you, Fugitive.
That's awesome. That's really, really sweet.
Oh. Is it a super chat?
I'm not sure. I've never had one, so I don't know.
Me neither.
This is the first super chat I've ever had. Yeah, I think it is a super chat. I didn't even know that was a thing. I see on big channels that people have them, but I've never had one. So I'm going to screenshot that. I'm going to remember that. Put that in my gallery of nice things that people have done for me. Thank you. Okay, let's go on to another interesting question that Amedia Hosting has said. I hope I'm saying your channel name right. Do you have friends or family that are concerned at your choice to live in a van? Oh, yes, I do. I'm sure some of my friends would think I've had some sort of breakdown choosing van life as my lifestyle choice.
Yeah.
Thing is, I found two types of friends and family. One side thought I was mental and how is it possibly going to work out? AKA my mum and dad.
No, but your dad is coming round.
He is coming round now.
Did you notice yesterday when he was looking at Mr. Vanderson's van? He was not yesterday, before. He was quite intrigued, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really helping me.
He's beginning to warm to the idea now.
Yeah, and he's less worried about me because I'm not his only child. I've got two older sisters and a younger brother, but because I'm the last one to leave home, as it were, because of things and the situation, when I first told him I was buying a van, I'm going to move into it, he thought I'd lost my marbles and that I couldn't possibly do it on my own because I was a girl. Thanks, Dad. And he was just extremely worried that
as a parent,
I couldn't make it.
worry about their kids.
Yeah, and that it wasn't a thing. like he was like, how can you possibly live in a van? He was just imagining like a squalid little van with like a mattress and me shitting in the corner or
Bit
something.
like my van then.
Yeah, a bit like yours. Yeah. But once I started converting it and showing him like Pinterest pictures and like channels on YouTube where people had started doing it, he was kind of like, oh, okay, but that's in America. Show me what people are doing in the UK. And I again slowly started showing him. And as he helped me with the van build and started to see elements of it come together, he's slowly come round, hasn't he? But he still thinks it's quite crazy.
Yeah, that's just your dad. That's your dad. I find probably 90% of people, when I like bump into complete strangers, and they like, if I got my van door open,
oh yeah, and they walk past
in a supermarket, or like not in a supermarket car park or anything like that, people say,
if you're in a
"Oh,
supermarket,
that's a nice van," blah blah blah. And I said, "Yeah, it's my home." They're all like, "Wow, really?"
Yeah, most people are really interested.
Yeah.
And they want to have a look around.
Most people are like, "That is so cool. You live in a van?" I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How'd you cope with the cold weather? That's the thing.
That's the first thing, yeah. Or how
and the
do you go to
second
the
thing
toilet?
is, where's your toilet?
Yeah.
But most of all, most people,
they're in
think
awe,
it's
aren't
great,
they? And
yeah.
they think it's great. Yeah.
They think it's great. They're like,
And
oh, I wish I could do that.
yes, exactly. They don't think that it's something achievable for them.
Yeah.
And that's what we say to everyone.
I've never met anyone, like a total stranger that said, oh, how can you do that?
I had one lot of people in Newquay.
No, never.
Did you not hear them? They were a couple that walked past and they walked all the way around the van.
Oh, why don't you get stay in a hotel or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they just don't get it, do they?
No, but yeah. Oh, look. See, Greg Lewis, I asked everyone the question of what they think, how you feel different and seem different since meeting me. He says, you're more relaxed and seem happier. Oh, so there you go. That's nice. Stand Up and Be Campered says, horrified. I don't think so. I've got enough stuff to make several campers now. I can't resist a bargain. I can't remember what you were horrified at, but sorry, sometimes it's a bit tricky when we've got such a lot of conversations going on at one time.
Keep up, dear.
My Jackery 1000 can't run my diesel heater. No.
Really? Jackery 1000? Ooh, I'll have to test mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's my test plug.
Well, again, Mel's going to be doing a video talking about all the power packs and
all
what
the
they
power
can
packs
and can't
I've got are going to get plugged in.
Plugged in?
Yeah, to my van.
They're going to get plugged.
Yeah.
Refresh the Mesh says he seems content and happy since he met you.
A non-sponsored video.
Yeah.
This video is not sponsored. In fact, I'm probably going to be hated by every power pack producer because I'm going to
creator.
Yeah.
You're going to pow everybody. They do have their niche though.
Yeah.
They do have their niche.
Yeah.
Greg Lewis says I'd put Monte first. Yeah, you're right, Greg.
Monte comes before me, I know that.
Thought diesel heaters were 12 volts, and he also says, thought when you teamed up with Mel, it would change his channel. It did, for the better. Ka-ching! I like this, Greg. He's nice. He's got my back. Which one? Oh yeah, the one that you said it could change from a 2 kilowatt to a 5 kilowatt. It's a max speeding rods 5 kilowatt Bluetooth one. Yeah, that is the one that says it can change from 2 to 5.
If you go on the app, on the mobile app, you just deleted yours, didn't you?
My what? Oh no, I can't be on at the same time as yours is on.
Have a look on the app. I can't remember what it says about. There was a setting on there where you can turn it down.
Yes,
but I haven't tried it. Yeah. Full disclosure, I've not tried it yet, but I will. That's something else.
Again, we'll add it into that video. He'll be doing, by the sounds of it, a fully comprehensive video and doing that as well.
Yeah, basically,
we'll add it to the list.
I'm going to do a video finding faults with everything.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, because So many videos are.
They're all like,
This is
"Ooh,
amazing,
these are
that's
wonderful, they're
amazing."
wonderful. Me, no, I'm going to be like, this thing's
Dr. Brown.
crap. Yeah.
Great Scott! 21 gigawatts!
I want to pull them apart and rip them. Yeah.
Grandma Wanders Off says, sorry, my internet keeps dropping, so I'm way behind. You need it for a laptop and phone, really, but not got my van yet, so not 100%. Yeah, I would say just a little power pack, whatever one you go for.
Your laptop.
For your laptop and your phone, and little bits like that. I use
the little EcoFlow.
Be perfect.
I have to say, the little EcoFlow is probably the nicest one I've come across.
Yeah,
so
it's
far.
Sleek. It's flat.
Small one, that is.
Yeah, the smallest. I can't remember what size it is, but it looks nice as well.
I think they're only about 300 quid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they didn't tell me the price.
Yeah, we had to look it up. We didn't know what it was.
It was cheap, really cheap.
Me, just being a woman and purely going on looks, I think the EcoFlow looks badass. And it doesn't have the handle. I really find the handle irritating because you can't put it up in a cupboard and put stuff on top. That's just me being super tidy, and I like things, anally in a cupboard.
You like things anally?
That came out really bad.
Yeah.
I like things tidy and minimalistic, I like to be able to put something away and not have stuff. God, that's really bad. That's going to come on and bite me back later. Don't pay attention, people, to what I just said.
You can't edit that.
I know. Oh my God.
You heard it here, folks.
Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. Dear. Voyager Van Life says, hi, I'm a little late. Well, you're not. Don't worry, it's fine. You can join in whatever time.
Oh.
Luna and the expats, we are still getting 20 cents a litre back on fuel here in Spain. Oh, that's great. That's really great. Grammarly app is really good for spelling. Yeah, it is really good. Mr. Vanderson says, thanks, guys. It was lovely to meet you both as well. And Bob, yeah. Oh, you got to get Bob in on everything. If he sees anybody doing something remotely with what we're doing, he has to come out and say something. Doesn't he? He's like, oh, hello. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. Michael said he purchased the little Power EcoFlow. Have you had it yet? Couldn't afford the bigger one. I don't think you need the bigger one, Michael. You'll be fine with the little one.
I think the small ones are probably the better ones to have as a little backup. Yeah,
because I use that one, the little EcoFlow loads, because I nick it off mail quite often. And my little Jackery 240, again, on the video that I show you, I'm using that in the room that I'm staying in all the time because I've not got much power point in the room.
You use that little Jackery all the time, don't
you? Yeah, I've got it by my bed, and I plug my night light or my bedside light, which is a 12-volt little mini touch light, which I use in the van or will be using in the van in the new one. I use that and I charge my phone up. When I've used my GoPro to make a video, I come back and I magnetize the GoPro to the radiator, which isn't on, and charge it from the little power pack. And I love the little ones because you literally can put it around anywhere that you need in a room. The bigger ones, personally, I just think they're just a bit too cumbersome. You can't balance them on different places. So yeah, I think you'll love it, Michael. Good evening, Red Balloon Stickers. I know I still need to get back to you about stickers. So I will do that at some point. Moyamon, konnichiwa. We keeping up with you, Mel. That's good. I'm glad, Heather, you're keeping up. Thanks, Greg, for joining us. I'm sorry if I'm replying a bit late to your comment and you've already gone, but thank you for your input and making us laugh. And we will see you next week, maybe, when you're here again. Hey guys, I really enjoyed listening to this evening. Any chance you and Mel gonna do an Xmas special? I think that would be a decent idea. Do you want us to dress up in Christmas outfits?
I ain't having that. Don't let me.
Maybe we could do a little bit of tinsel or something.
Not even tinsel.
No?
No.
He's Scrooge then, isn't he?
Scrooge.
Now Scrooge. I'll dress up if you like.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah?
Please.
Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll see.
I'm trying to find. I can't read it. I'm trying to find it. Now my phone's working again.
Stand Up and Be Campered says, people think I'm going nuts when I mention wanting to live in a van. Well, Stand Up and Be Campered, show them.
Don't take no notice of them.
All of the YouTube videos and all the people that do it and love it. But then again, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. If you want to do it, do it. You'll love it. I think people also think people are crazy or, unhinged or whatever by living in a van because they can't see it themselves and it makes them afraid. As soon as they see you doing it, they are, like what Mel says, oh, wow, this is awesome, because it's a reality. I think when people can't see the end result, they imagine the worst, don't they?
Mm.
They think, oh, you're going to be cold. Oh, it's going to be dirty. Oh, you're going to be, unhappy and alone. It's not the case at all.
Figure it out.
You figure it out, yeah. And like I said, he's toasty and warm in the van, and I'm in a big house or bungalow, and I'm freezing. So that's a plus already. Where's Monte?
Snoring.
Do you want me to show you where Monte is? Someone else has commented saying Bob should have his own slot on the channel. I'm not sure about that. I don't know whether I want to give him so much screen time. There you go. There's Monte. Hello, Bobby. You okay? Yeah, you having a good old snuggle? Yeah. Oh, it's such a hard life being a chihuahua. So yeah, there's Monte. He's just chilling out, as he always does. He's got such a high demand on his skills. Oh, you tired.
No wonder Mel has cheered up since meeting you then.
Is that to that comment before?
Yes, your slip of the tongue.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I do say inappropriate things, and it's.
Could you run your whole van on one of those big power backpacks?
Well, Mel's trying.
Confusing electrical bits and bobs and wires everywhere. Is that Emma?
Immediate hosting, yeah.
Yeah, Immediate, yes, you can, and I am. Everything you see in this van right now is being powered by a Bluetti AC 200 Max.
Do you want to see? Yeah. Shall I show you down? Oh, God, not any more inappropriate comments. So, I don't know whether you guys can see. Let me see if I can do it.
There you go.
Da-da!
AC 200 Max.
Push
the screen. Just touch the screen, you'll see. There you go.
There you go. So that is what Mel is running his van on right now. There's nothing else. So, yes. Nearly dropped the laptop. Whoa. So yeah, we are running absolutely everything on the power pack right now.
Yeah, so yeah, you can run your van off of a power pack, but you're going to need more than plugging it in with that. That's why I'm using the Bluetti AC 200 Max, because it actually has a 12-volt outlet, which is 35 amps rather than 10 amps.
Yeah.
And it's the only power pack I know so far that you can actually do that with.
Yeah, because you've tried other things, haven't you?
Yeah.
But again, there will be a video going into the
video coming shortly on my channel.
Yeah.
On how I'm getting on. I already have made a video of me installing the AC 200 into my van, and I've got a video coming up soon about how I'm getting on with it.
Yeah. And then you're going to do your kind of comprehensive one where you go into it a bit more and talk about
rip it to bits,
pros and cons and stuff like that, so that you can really get a broad spectrum look across what he's found after constantly using it and living in with it as the main source of power.
If you want a power pack that you want to run in your van, like to power your entire van, then so far the only one I've come across so far is that Bluetti, because it has got all. It is possible to do it. and you can plug your solar panels and your alternator into that at the same time. But yeah, go over onto my channel, you'll see a video there. It's not that old.
No.
I made it a little while ago, a couple of months ago, 3 months ago.
Squirrel Camper's also asking that. He said, hi you two, or they, hi you two, loving the channel. Please do the test for diesel heaters and power packs as we are trying to decide which one to get. Okay, so that's two really good.
Again, depends what you want out of your power pack. If you just want like a small power pack that you can charge a laptop on, all that good stuff, then there's loads to choose from. But
I think it's a great idea for a video.
If you want to run your entire van on one, mind you, we met that couple that were using a...
They were only using a 500.
Yeah, the Bluetti, wasn't it? 500 or was it a Jackery?
No, it's Jackery 500.
Yeah, they were running a big
long. But that was in the summer.
Yeah, that was in the summer.
So we don't know how they got on in the winter.
They didn't have a fridge.
No. So it is possible, but again, it depends what your needs are. But yes, we will do that. Diesel heater, full comprehensive review and talk across the board about the ones that Mel has been working with and testing and trying, and the same with the power packs. I personally think it would be nice just to have like all of them out together so you can visually see it. A bit like Michael Fish when he used to do the weather, you know, the UK map in the water. He used to jump around and talk about all the different areas with the weather. Do you remember?
No.
I think Mel should do that with power packs on the hill. You could like jump around from different ones. This one's got this feature. This one's a blue colour. That one's orange.
They're not all that different. They're not that different. They all do the same thing.
Well, no, they don't.
But they're not all equal.
Yes, that's what I mean.
They do the same thing, but they're not all equal.
See, there we go. Lots of people laughing at the previous comment. I'm really sorry about that. We've got peaches and all sorts of little emojis in the comments here.
What about your fetish? I knew nothing about. I'm learning something tonight.
Oh dear. Right, okay, how to embarrass myself even further. Okay, could you run your whole van on one of those big power packs like the £2,000 EcoFlow Delta rather than all the confusing? Oh, you've just answered that question. Sorry, I didn't realise that.
I didn't mention the Delta because I don't think you can.
I don't know. I
don't know what the outlets are.
Heather says that we're keeping Mel up.
Basically, if
you want to go some water,
if the power pack has only got a 12-volt 10-amp outlet, then
getting some treats.
It's going to be very difficult to use that power pack to power an entire camper van.
Ooh, can I have one of those?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, they're about 10 years old, I think.
No, they can't be that old.
Well,
it's probably the last time I was in here, actually, so it's not that long ago.
3 months ago.
No, it wasn't.
What are you looking for?
Look. He's like,
he's not allowed to.
He can have half of one.
That's not really entertaining, is it?
Just giving Monte a little bit of a treat. There you go. He's not really allowed any because he's on a strict diet at the moment.
Oh, it's gone past my bedtime.
It's 8:20. Right. I'm literally going to scooch through the last few comments because I try my best to make sure that we don't leave anybody out, but it is a bit tricky sometimes. Anthony Trussler says, I'll do a super chat if Mel dresses up and becomes a part of the Xmas special. Hey.
What? That ain't happening.
Please.
I don't do dressing up. Can I book a massage with Dimps for tomorrow?
Who said that?
That's the last comment.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Michael, I'll get to that in a second. Michael says that his EcoFlow arrived today. Happy with it. Yeah, you don't need the solar panel for now, Michael. You're still panel. Yeah, you just use the normal panel, and once you've done your van and everything, you can always get it later.
Big ass panels to come up soon.
You read this one? Mr. Dazzle 64 says, first we find out Dimps is anal, and now she's going down to a blue one.
Yeah, you really dug yourself a hole.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's funny. Can I book a massage with Dimps for
For the
tomorrow?
record, this is all news to me.
It's news to me too. It's not actually what's happening. I've just dug myself a very big hole. We are busy working on the van tomorrow, so unfortunately my calendar is fully booked, but I'll let you know. And also, yeah, just let you know, nothing that we've discussed in terms of that goes anywhere near my professional business. I see someone using a Tassimo type of machine. Are they cheaper to run than boiling a kettle? I would say that they still take as much to get it to boil.
No, because you're only boiling enough water to make 1 cup.
Really? So you could still use it power-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, I was assuming it would be the same as a kettle.
Yeah, it uses the same amount of... It draws the same amount of power, but it doesn't draw it for as long.
So it is possible?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go
as
then.
long as you've got an inverter that's big enough.
Right. I would have thought it wouldn't be, because it kind of still reaches that high peak.
Depends on the size of your inverter.
So yeah, if you've got a larger inverter, then yeah. I mean,
yeah, when you use a Tassimo, you only boil enough water to make 1 cup.
Yeah.
Whereas electric kettle, you can fill it up and make like a lot of people would fill a kettle up and make 1 cup of coffee, and then they've got all that boiled water left over. It's a waste of energy.
Yeah. I've got a hot water one, actually. It's not a coffee Tassimo machine, but I use it in my treatment room. But it's just a water one. So you filter the water in a chamber, and then it does the same thing. It heats it and runs it through, and you just make 1 cup. But I assumed that I would have to not have that anymore because it wouldn't run in the van. But
No.
maybe we could try it and see.
What it is.
It's a Bosch hot water filter. Maybe we could do a video on that, actually. That'd be interesting. I'd like to know. Okay. Sorry for a silly question. How do I connect it to my solar panel on the roof? You have to get some special connectors, don't you?
What?
The EcoFlow to the panel on the roof.
Yeah, MC4 connectors.
There you go. They should be in Mel's links over on his channel.
Yeah, you just need MC4 connectors.
You have done a video about it, haven't you?
Probably not.
Did you not when you installed this panel over here?
No.
No? Check out Mel's channel, Michael, and see what you've got. He has got them linked in your Amazon store, haven't you?
What's he want to connect solar panel to?
The EcoFlow that he's just got. Because he didn't buy the extra panel.
Oh, so you won't have the lead?
No.
Yeah, so you need to buy another lead, Michael. It's got a round plug on one end and 2 MC4 connectors on the other.
From EcoFlow?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to do that. Yeah, I don't know why they don't sell it with the unit.
I've got it in the van.
Oh, okay.
It's upstairs.
Okay, well, we'll get it out and we'll show you on the next live.
Hang on, I might have one here.
Have you?
Yeah, I might do. Yeah, look.
Oh, look, he's got one. Here's one he prepared earlier. So many people are laughing on this chat. It's so funny.
This isn't an EcoFlow one, I don't think, but
it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. He'll show you the ends that you need.
So this is my extension cable. Oh, the things I do.
This is pure Doc Brown.
Yeah, so this is a normal extension cable that I made with MC4 connectors.
Can you hold it up so you can see that?
Yeah.
Those.
So the cable you need to buy for your EcoFlow has got that on one end. It plugs into your EcoFlow.
Let's do it like that so you can see.
It. And then MC4 connectors on the other end. Like that.
And it's a short cable. Yeah. Hang a minute, you can't see.
If you go onto EcoFlow's website, they've got them on there.
And it's got a yellow.
No, that's not an EcoFlow one.
Oh, isn't it? Oh.
No, I can't remember what that was for. I think it was for that. What's it called?
Doesn't say.
Anyway, yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's what it is. I think they should be sold with the power units,
Yeah.
to be honest, because
They're
most
sold
people
separately.
want it to be versatile.
But
And
this has got
should be
different plugs that go on it.
Oh, different adapters.
Yeah.
Parallel or series for solar? Let's just answer this question, and then we'll go.
Parallel.
It's a common debate. Yeah.
Parallel.
But yeah, that's Mel's answer then. There you go, parallel. Keep it
Do
parallel.
you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because if a bird craps on one of your panels, all the others carry on working. If you have them in series and one panel is in the shade or a bird craps on it, it puts the whole lot out.
Yeah. So you still want to have as much function from your solar as
possible.
possible.
If you've got 3 solar panels on your roof, or say two solar panels on your roof, one's in the shade and they're wired up parallel, this one will still carry on charging your batteries,
bringing in power.
But if they're wired in series, so they become one, then if this panel's in the shade, it blocks them both out.
Yeah. So you think you're getting power in.
Plus, if they're wired in series, the voltage is higher, and your MPPT charge controller or whatever charge controller you've got may not be able to handle that higher voltage, and you'll end up blowing it.
Ah, okay, that's good to know. I wouldn't have thought that. Yeah. So there we go, people. We've had all sorts of things talked about tonight, and we've got a lot of things to start working on. Well, Mel's got his finance video. He's got the diesel heater video and the power pack.
Loads of stuff to work on.
Yeah. But it's really great to get your feedback as to what your current kind of thoughts are and what questions keep coming out for people and what you want to know, because it really helps us give a direction. And I'm not going to be talking any more about the things that we've been talking about and embarrassing myself anymore. So we're going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and don't forget to leave some thumbs up for us all, because it really helps. And I think we should start pestering Mel over the next few weeks. No, I didn't. I moved on the box like that. And get him to dress up for Christmas. Christmas special. And also, is he going to serenade us with a song?
Maybe.
You promised you were going to do one.
All right, maybe.
Can't break your promises now.
I don't make promises.
Well, you did the other few weeks ago, didn't you?
I said I've already got a video uploaded, but it's on members.
We want
only members of my channel can see me sing that Christmas song.
Well, maybe we could have a new song for this year.
I'll see what I can do.
There you go, people. So we're going to leave you. Thank you. Take care.
Maybe I'll do an Elvis Christmas song.
Would you like an Elvis Christmas song?
I'll think about it. Yeah.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Take care. See you soon.
Bye for now.
We're going to end and leave you in peace after our shenanigans. Thanks very much. Say bye, Monte.
I think he needs to go to the toilet.
You think he needs to go to the toilet too. See you guys.
Bye.